1980s as a result of his work on Marvel Comics' Spider-Man franchise. In 1992, he launched his own comic title, Spawn, creating one of the most popular heroes of the 1990s. A whirlwind of growth and expansion followed. More comics, action figures, a top-grossing film, and Emmy Award-winning animation. He has won many awards, including 2 Emmys, a pair of MTV Video Music Awards, and a Grammy Award. Please welcome Todd Mcfarlane.
Yeah! Woo! All right. I'll be brief. We need to move this. We need to move this along. Let's just see if we can go through it. It was mentioned earlier that Stan came from humble beginnings at Timely Comic Books. It was a small comic book company. In the late 50s, there was a gentleman who said to the Congress of our United States the comic books were a bad influence on the children of this nation. There was a hearing, and although we were exonerated as an industry, the damage had already been done. But from that negative output came that some of the companies went away, that Timely Comic Books changed its name to the company that you now know called Marvel Comics, and a few new characters with some sort of more positive, brighter aspirations needed to be put forth. The great man that I'm standing next to was able to bring those. They were already mentioned. Spider-Man, Thor, Captain America, the Avengers, Iron Man, all of these came. There are plenty of them. From the thousands of characters that he planted, those creative seeds, there have now been 4 waves of creators in our business, I amongst them, that have benefited from the seeds he's planted, and those inspirations have now been able to spread not only to creators here in America, but have now been able to go across the world and be able to touch people globally. So the great thing that I've derived from my time knowing and my friendship with Stan over the past couple decades is that he is that American dream that we all look for. The young man who sort of comes at $12 a week, I guess, that comes up with the ideas that then give us all the inspiration that we need to go forward, not only in the comic book world, but in filmmaking, music, anything. And if this man could come up with an idea that can allow him to touch billions of people globally, then why can't I, and why can't you, or somebody else in the world do it? And so today, it is my great pleasure that for all the thousands of characters you've created, all the thousands of stars that you've given us, it will be our humble pleasure to give one of those stars back to you today, Stan. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
I hate people who speak better than I do.
All right, Stan, I've got a resolution here for you from the city of Los Angeles. We'll show all of your fans out here. Very well deserved. It details all of your many accomplishments that I've already done, so we won't repeat it, but let's take a photo for the press. And with that, it's time to hear from you. So let me just, by way of final introduction, say that in memory of our late honorary Mayor Johnny Grant, we hereby declare this Stan Lee Day in Hollywood.
Some Stan Lee Day, the schools are still open, they're delivering mail. You have to give me a minute. I want to make sure that no accomplishments have been omitted on this proclamation. All right, I have to have absolute silence because I don't know what I'm saying. First of all, I got to say, Gil has been the greatest guy, Gil Champion, to work with as a partner that you could ever want. And
So far, well said.
And Todd Mcfarlane, well, I mean, you heard the guy. He's brilliant. He is an artist. He's a creator. He's a businessman, and he's an all-around 100% talented guy. But But I've learned something new about both of them today. They are great judges of character.
That is true.
Did I interrupt you?
Yes.
First of all, I want to thank the men who are responsible for putting that star there. But I can't, because I don't know their names. I don't know the name of the guy who dug the hole or the guy who poured the cement. The next thing it's very important that I mention another fellow that I am very obligated to, and that's Alfred Hitchcock. I remember as a young man when he dangled me on his knee, and Alfred said to me, "Stan, don't waste time trying to be a screen star. There's too much competition. Get into cameos." And I want to conclude, because you've heard enough, and it's a beautiful day, and you've all got better things to do than this. So, I want to conclude by saying that I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being here. And one of the main reasons is, if you weren't here, I'd feel like an absolute idiot standing up here making a speech to nobody. So, I love you all, and my parting word, of course, is Excelsior!
So let's unveil the star. Is that it? That's it. Let's go down to the unveil.
All right, we can go now, right?